Y'all see him in the street struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's guys, Justin, welcome back to my channel. We're back with the reaction to The Walking Dead. This is season 11, episode 11, Rogue Element. Now, I have no idea what to expect going into this episode because I even said it during the last reaction. That last episode was definitely one of the weirder ones we've had in quite some time because just seeing our people at the Commonwealth now taking part in everything, now having jobs, it was just super weird. We obviously know that Maggie did stay behind, and you guys actually let me know that Aaron stayed behind as well because I didn't even pick up on it that he wasn't there. So that's definitely something to keep an eye on as to why those two didn't go and what their reasons are. But yeah, I should let you guys know. I think I've said it before, but I don't watch the previews at the end of the episode, so I have no idea what to expect going into this one. I feel like it just makes for better reactions going in basically as blind as possible, but I'm pretty much ready to jump right in and check this one out. If you guys look for my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below, smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in, let's check it out, let's go. Our boy Eugene, waking up with a smile on his face. And now we see why.
What in the name of little billy goats are you doing?
I woke up early and I couldn't go back to sleep, so I started reading a novel.
Novel?
It was finished.
What's it called? The Walking Dead? Imagine if he was writing like the entire history of everything they've been through. What's the verdict?
I love it. And I'm really proud of you.
She's super cute too. Even if she is fake Stephanie is super cute.
You know, I was thinking about you yesterday while I was getting my knife sharpened.
Should I be alarmed? Things went well.
I'm meeting her for ice cream at 17:30 and I'm still uncertain as to my follow-up move.
If you love each other,
What's wrong with
it's
her?
love making time.
When a woman tells you that she loves you, believe her.
Hey, there they are, that's them.
Busted. Fuck. Thankfully, our girl has an in with Mercer.
General Mercer.
Hey, I just got back in town. Roman Calhoun is exactly who he says he is. He's a plumber.
Eugene's gonna set a record for like how many times he gets locked up.
Those weapons are illegal.
For you, he's a full citizen. He has a license. A lot of us have go bags.
Can't tell if he's lying. That sounds legit though. Restraining order.
It states you were emotionally distraught and in a paranoid state following the disappearance of your girlfriend. I'm sorry this didn't lead where you thought it would. You were wrong about Calhoun. You need to accept that.
The conspiracy goes deeper than I initially
Dude!
thought.
None of this is happening. Stephanie broke up with you.
Where the fuck is she?
That's utterly absurd.
Yeah, you got Stephanie's work transfer order.
Come on, princess.
Literally came and took her furniture. Maybe it's not that complicated.
I'm privy to one piece of data that you are not.
Okay. Well, it was just a theory.
She's just trying to help so he doesn't get in any more trouble. But we know something's up. Oh, somebody slid something under the door. Tyler Davis added to the list. What is this list? Hopefully my name's not on there. He's got cold as ice fake Stephanie. Still cute though, but cold as ice.
There was never any Stephanie. Who is she? She an undercover agent? You used her to pull at my heartstrings and to trick me into telling you everything you wanted to know about our communities.
I feel bad for this guy.
The training room.
Eugene deserves
We were
better.
captured by you. Then she led me to the radio room where we were captured again. You certainly got your money's worth there. I just feel for that one's life.
Oh, this is like the best Eugene performance right here.
You didn't see this twist. I'm gonna make absolutely certain that everybody knows exactly who and what you are.
Okay. And who or what is that exactly? The villain?
Yo, he's not even scared at all.
Or the best goddamn thing that ever happened to you? I did what I had to do to get you here. And you know what? You should be thanking me for it. It's not my fault you people are too stupid to know a good thing when it landed in your laps. We tried to rip the Band-Aid off when we saw it was getting serious. And I did everything I could to get you to stop looking for her, but you wouldn't.
Punch him, Eugene.
It wasn't going to get better for your people, Eugene. Am I sorry your heart got broken? Absolutely.
Absolutely
I'm
not.
sure your friends would be very sad to hear about it too. In the balance of things, I still think it worked out in everyone's favor. By the way, Stephanie's real name is Shira.
You gotta feel bad for him. The whole reason why he went on this journey was for her. Yo, is this the real Stephanie?
Taterbug. This is Blue Weevil to Taterbug, please. Come back.
It was actually her. Guys, that was The Walking Dead, Season 11, Episode 11, Rogue Element. This was definitely another interesting episode. Ever since we've arrived in the Commonwealth, I guess this is what it's going to be like from here on out, but let's just get right into it. The very end there, what was finally revealed, they were building up to this moment all freaking episode. I'm glad they finally revealed it. They didn't string us along any longer. We now know, actually, we don't even know if Stephanie is the real name or not. It could be something completely different. But we now know that that was the real Stephanie, the girl that he was actually talking to. Ever since, I've seen it online, I think, whenever she first appeared in this show, the speculation online right away, people were saying, that's the real Stephanie. The other one is imposter. When it was first revealed who she actually is, I didn't actually think that she was the real Stephanie. I had no freaking idea that there was an imposter, any of that, but I definitely saw online, like reading on Twitter and whatnot, people were like, yeah, the real Stephanie, the fake Stephanie, there's an imposter, she's not the real one. If I didn't see that stuff online, even before it was actually revealed, like nobody knew it was if that was an actual spoiler or not. It was all speculation at that point when I was reading it, but yeah, people knew, they called it, they definitely got it right, and then ever since I read that, I've been thinking that as well, but yeah, it's definitely become pretty clear, and now it was made... Or it was actually confirmed, I should say, this episode at the very end. And I kind of got chills there when it was finally revealed also. When she came up to see him, he was kind of broken down, like super depressed, going through a breakup. It's all over. He was lied to for how long? Like I was saying at the very end there as well. He went on this entire journey for her, for this girl, that it was basically like a blind date. He had never even seen what she looked like, but he just had faith that it was going to work out, and he felt something real there. He was actually in love. And then at the start of this episode, when he actually said it to her as well in person that he loves her, and she said it back, at that point I was like, oh shit, maybe she is real. This is the real Stephanie. And that was all bullshit, man. I feel so bad for our boy Eugene, man. He cannot catch a break until the very end of the episode, but it looks like the real Stephanie actually does have feelings for him, and everything that she was saying on the radio was real, was legit. So yeah, love finds a way. I still have hope for them both, but yeah, that was definitely an interesting reveal. I freaking hate imposter, the fake Stephanie now, because she just strung her boy along. That was freaking brutal. Like, he did not deserve that. Even though she is still cute, I can't be too mad at her, too upset, but at the same time, she is now dead to me. The real Stephanie is definitely in the picture now for Eugene, but she has to keep that a secret also because everything is a conspiracy in the Commonwealth. Like, everything's being kept under wraps. I don't understand what the actual secrecy is for. Like, if they were just upfront with them about everything, I guess they kind of have to be keeping some things up their sleeve as well, just in case. Well, I guess they already know that our people were lying in order to get in there, Alexandria, and they don't really know how dangerous our people are. So I guess on one hand, you got to be a little bit suspicious of each other, but at the same time, that's not the way to build a proper relationship by freaking armchair there. That's not the proper way to build a relationship, by building trust, if you're completely lying to these people that you're trying to form a relationship with. So I definitely don't like that. I don't get why they're doing that, but I kind of understand some secrecy, but I don't think to this extent, flat out lying and like pretending to be certain people, pretending to like have relationships with certain people. That's a little bit too far, a little bit too much. And then also reveal this episode. It kind of was like a smaller reveal, but in the long scheme of things, I do think it's a big reveal. And that's real Stephanie is actually Mercer's sister. I don't know if that's actually from the comics. If that's a real thing from the comics, I definitely don't remember that being a part of it. So that kind of caught me off guard. That's a big reveal though. And it all makes sense now why Mercer really cared so much about it as well. But it seems like he's a little bit out of the loop because they did take away Tyler, which he was guarding. There's a lot going down in the Commonwealth, a lot of conspiracy stuff because, yeah, Connie and Kelly, they're trying to get to the bottom of it all, which I'm a little bit worried for their safety as well, because if they're trying to get to the bottom of it all and basically tear this whole thing apart, you think Pamela Milton and Hornsby, but I guess Hornsby's a part of it as well. Holy shit, there is so much going on. So let me go back just a little bit. I know I'm hopping all over the place here, but even though this was, I don't want to say, it was a bit of a slower episode, it still revealed a lot, and it definitely progressed some things. And it built some things up moving forward. It gave us a lot of info that we can use moving forward, even though it wasn't the most action-oriented episode. But going back a bit, Connie and Kelly, Connie's trying to get to the bottom of everything. But I feel like I'm super worried for her because clearly this has been kept under wraps the entire time. I'm assuming the Commonwealth has been going on ever since the fall. So yeah, it's been years now. And for her to just arrive and tear this whole thing apart, I don't think they're just going to let it happen so easily. So I'm definitely worried for her. She should be more worried also, but her trying to find out what's actually going on with Tyler, what they're doing with him, what he's being charged with, and it's all being kept under wraps. Mercer, I feel like, well, I'm pretty sure he's not as bad as he's being made out to be. Like, I know he's like the head of security, but we saw this episode also that there's information that he's not even privy to. So when Tyler was taken away, he was kind of taken back also, like, yo, I didn't give the order for that to happen. Who gave the order? And then even the nurse was kind of being a bitch. She's like, yeah, maybe you don't give the orders for everything. I forget exactly what she said, but it was something like that. So Mercer was even caught a little bit off guard, but interesting stuff this episode for sure. Even though it definitely wasn't the most action-oriented episode, like I said, they still revealed a lot. So this was still an important episode. But one thing I definitely want to bring up, it's not necessarily the most important for the story, just something I really did appreciate. And that's the relationship and friendship between Princess and Eugene. Because obviously we saw Eugene, Ezekiel, and Miko. They were the ones that actually came in contact originally with Princess. And I've always been a fan of the Princess character. If this is the first reaction you're seeing from me, I was a fan before she ever appeared in the show, and that's one thing I was always looking forward to. And I gotta be completely honest with you guys, I didn't think they'd be able to pull off her character in the show because she is so wacky. But maybe it's the actress, I don't know if it's the writing, maybe it's all of it, but that's one thing I am super impressed with in the show, and that's the representation or the portrayal of Princess from the comics. The actress, I freaking love her. She's doing an incredible job. But yeah, back to their friendship between Eugene and Princess. I am fully here for it. Just the support that she was showing. And then she revealed a little bit about her past also, trying to like help him out in regards to the breakup. And she had to be a little bit hard too, but she was being real. She's keeping it real with him, being a friend. Like, hey, I think Stephanie just left, man. Like, it's a breakup. We've done basically everything up at this point. You kind of got to let it go. Just grieve. Like, there's nothing wrong with feeling bad after a breakup, but going to the extent that you're going to say it's a conspiracy after everything you've been shown, after getting locked up, being let go, being shown in the papers. Obviously, from our point, we know exactly what went down, or we didn't know exactly what went down, but we know Eugene was onto something. But at the same time, they didn't see what we saw, so I completely understand where Princess was coming from and trying to console him and just be a friend for Eugene, and I definitely appreciated that for him. I freaking love Princess so freaking much. She is such a great character, such a great actress, and I don't know if the actress has done much other things. I've never seen her in anything else, but yeah, I freaking love her. And she did respond to me once on Twitter as well, basically professing my love after the reaction to her solo episode from those bonus episodes, I think last season. So yeah, she's freaking awesome, and she's definitely in touch with the fans. But yeah, I don't really have too much more to say other than there's a lot of shit going down in the Commonwealth right now, because I already discussed Connie and Kelly. They're basically trying to get to the bottom of everything. This episode really focused on Connie, Kelly, a bit of Mercer, and Eugene and Princess. That's basically all we really got this episode. There was a bit of Carol. Obviously, she's getting in closer with Hornsby also, and I don't really like that. We do know, actually, yeah, there's a whole, like, I guess it's a B plot of the episode that I wasn't really a fan of, if I'm being completely honest. The Huckleberry Finn stuff with Carol and Mr. Hornsby going out there. I don't know. It wasn't very exciting, I guess you could say. It didn't really do too much for me. This episode overall, like I said, it wasn't the most action oriented. It was a little bit slower. It definitely revealed a lot. It gave us a lot of info, but yeah, hopefully the next episode is a little bit more exciting, because I guess the last two, they've just been building on our arrival in the Commonwealth, giving us a lot of info, letting us know there's a lot more shit going on behind the scenes in regards to the Resistance. And I definitely think we're going to see more of that moving forward. But yeah, I pretty much touched on everything else. I love freaking Princess. I feel bad for Eugene. Carol, she's out there doing her thing, trying to make, I guess she's still working hard to get Ezekiel to the top of the list. And I really do hope he does recover eventually. But at the same time, it would kind of keep it real. But we get so much like misery in this show and so much like negative, bad things that happen to these characters. Can we get some good? If Ezekiel was actually cured of cancer, because he is one of the, I guess you could say, the one truer characters. Like he's just overall genuine and nice and just a welcome part of our group. So I would like something nice to actually happen to him as well. We shall see if he is actually going to get to the top list, have surgery, and recover from cancer. It's a big ask. As Hornsby always says, that's a big ask. I'm gonna have to see, or this is a lot you're gonna have to do for me. So yeah, we'll see if if Carol can actually get him to the top list and if he can actually pull through. But I think I pretty much touched on everything. I do see the next episode title in front of me, but I made sure not to watch the actual preview. The next one is All or Nothing. And when I search the Walking Dead episodes, it doesn't reveal any other episode names or titles past that point. So hopefully they're not taking another break after March 13th, because it just shows March 13th, episode 12 of season 11, and then nothing else after that. And the next one's called All or Nothing. So I'm expecting big things from the next one. Either way, I'm still enjoying this season. I just think the first episode back for part B of this season was super exciting, freaking incredible with Maggie in that. We haven't really got her since, so hopefully she's in the next one, because I feel like her story is pretty important and a little bit more exciting than what's going on in the Commonwealth right now. But either way, as always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys can like, subscribe, it really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't fun enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I ain't not the one to be yo-yo, and when you put that shit on me, then I watch you leave, let you back in, you came back in and shit on me, drag me along for a week.